What big changes do you foresee in Hawaii 5, 10, 20 years into the future? You know, no one does. No one does. All I can talk about is perhaps trends that seem to be developing. And truthfully, they're really only obvious trends. Like, for example, real estate is going to continue to go up. Real estate in Hawaii goes up, give or take, around 6% a year. I don't see that changing at all. I see Hawaii becoming more and more expensive. I don't see that trend stopping. I see, you know, Hawaii is the most desirable place on earth. The most desirable place on earth to live. And so you're going to be sort of market forces, supply and demand. You know, as these baby boomers retire, wealthy baby boomers who want to live in Hawaii are going to move here, and they're going to pay the high cost of real estate, which is going to drive the cost of real estate up. I see that as a trend that's not going to stop. I think in the city of Honolulu is going to be facing some, I think, pretty big financial burdens. They're finishing off on this massive rail project, which is going to cost hundreds of millions of dollars per year in expenses that they kind of haven't figured out how they're going to pay. And that's going to come down to property taxes. So, you know, everything in Hawaii is going to be a lot more expensive. That's the big thing. Real estate's going to go up by a lot. Expenses are going to go up by a lot. It's going to be a lot harder to live here. There's no doubt about that. I think environmentally, I think Hawaii, I remember once I talked to an old Hawaiian woman, you know, she was literally 100 years old. And look at this great view there. That great view. I love that view. That's one of the most beautiful views. That's the Kaiwi coastline. We're on the southeast side of Oahu. And I love this mountain here. This mountain here is amazing. So this woman, 100 years old, you know, she was asked, how do you know, how is Hawaii different from the way it used to be? And her answer to me was very interesting. She said it's the same. And I know she was talking about the environmental part of it. You know, Hawaii environmentally is going to look the same. It's looked the same as it has for a million years. It's going to look the same again. The man-made stuff is going to change. There'll be buildings, there'll be streets, there'll be stuff like that. But these things, like this mountain right here, ain't going to change. Ain't going to change. This rock is going to be here forever. This drive is going to be the same forever. Interestingly enough, while the man-made part of Hawaii is going to change, buildings, roads, streets is going to change, the natural part, like this, the natural part is never going to change. So Hawaii has this very interesting dichotomy because it's got such amazing natural features. The place really naturally does not change. Sandy Beach over there.